To win the English Premier League, you've got to be good defensively, you've got to have a strong midfield, and you also need to have a fantastic goal-scoring attacking strikers or players. But no one has told you that you need to have the officials on your side. Well, that's the story for Arsenal right now because they've been trying to win the Premier League for over 2 decades right now, and the officials haven't really done them much favor. You can argue that today's decision for Declan Rice being sent off was a good one according to the rules of the game, but you can also argue that there seems to be this inconsistency when it comes to officiating, because in the first half we saw João Pedro kick the ball out of play and he wasn't cautioned. There was no yellow card, but when we saw Declan Rice do the same thing, he got cautioned. I mean, if you're going to do this and stick by the rules of the game, you should at least be consistent. But for Arsenal right now, they need to find a way. I don't know whatever arrangement they want to make with the officials, but they need to find a way to be on the lucky side of the officials this season if they are going to push Man City all the way to the title. So Arsenal, I don't know what their game plan is this season. I think if they really want to chase Man City down the line, they need all their players, not just one. They need every player to be as efficient as possible. They really need to finish their chances. Of course, chances will come to defenders, they will come to midfielders, and they will come to strikers. Let's not forget, let's stop saying this, sign a 30-goal a season striker. That will happen, but the other players too, they need to do that. You look at Man City, Haaland scores a lot of goals, but he doesn't score all the goals. At some point last season, we saw someone like Gvardiol, the left back, scoring goals. So it's something that has to spread across the entire team. And Arsenal too, we criticize them for not having a centre forward. Last season, I think they scored, was it 91 goals across all season, if I'm not mistaken. So they need everybody to be more efficient. Today against Brighton, they had good chances in the first 15 minutes of the game, but they were not clinical enough. They were not decisive enough. So they need to change that aspect. Of course, they will have issues with the officiating as time goes on. That happens to every team. But as a team, they need to be more decisive. You're fighting against Man City. You're not fighting against any team, but Man City. And of course, I'm not trying to overlook the other teams in the league. We've seen Liverpool, who are in fine form. A team like Man United can also find their form, or maybe end in 4th position. I don't know. But yeah, there are other teams in the league. But if you want to become the king of the Premier League, you need to be very efficient in the way you play and how you finish your chances. The goal that was scored today by Brighton, it could have been avoided. It was just a silly defensive mix-up, and we see that a lot in the Arsenal game. They are very solid, but every once in a while, they seem to press that self-destruct button, and they just need to get this beat out of their game. That's what you don't see in the big sides, the title-winning sides. They do not have this moment, and whenever they have the moment, they try to make up for it by being very clinical when it comes to the other end of the pitch. Okay, so yeah, that's all I have to say about the game between Arsenal versus Brighton. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you're new here, this is Soft Sports TV, where we give you global sports content. My name is Soft Sasepi, and you can feel free to like this video, share the video, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel, join the family, and let's get it more engaging. Okay, drop a comment, tell me what you think about the Declan Rice red card, what you think about the Arsenal game. Let me know what you think about that. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.